What's up, my name's Technobo here for Troubleshoot, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some solutions to random crashing with the new Call of Duty Cold War beta. Of course, this is for the beta, but some of these crash fixes may work for the full release when that eventually comes out. So I've experienced a bunch of random crashing as well as crashes at launch time, and I'll be showing you my solutions, then I'll be jumping into some general solutions later on. So the two solutions that I've found is number one, if I'm recording using something like OBS and I'm using full screen capture or game capture, the game will randomly crash out at random points for absolutely no reason. But by using a display capture and instead capturing my entire display, opening up the game in full screen mode, it'll still go ahead and record it after a couple of seconds of black. Then the game seems to work perfectly fine. Then the second solution that I've come across is when actually playing the game. I'll quickly launch it up, then heading across to multiplayer. There's two different game modes here. Quick play, which has a bunch of different game modes here, as well as the featured tab. Now this Fireteam Dirty Bomb mode up here, especially on the snow map, manages to crash my game pretty often. I'm pretty sure that snow map is called Alpine over here. So my solution to not getting random crashes here is to simply not play Dirty Bomb on the Alpine map. But of course, avoiding different game modes and maps isn't necessarily what you want. Currently, that's the only solution that works for me, and it's the only game mode that consistently crashes on that same map. No idea why, it just does. Then while we have the game open, let's get into some general fixes. Before we get into messing with the game files, something you should try is heading across to the in-game settings, graphics over here, and making sure your refresh rate matches your screen's refresh rate. And of course, if you're getting random input lag, sometimes crashes, you may want to try disabling VSync unless you're getting incredibly bad screen tearing. Then next up, the render resolution should be 100 by default, meaning it renders at your native display resolution. But for some people, what you can do is drop it down to 80% so it's just below your normal render resolution, which should help take some load off of your CPU and GPU and make it run properly. On top of that, because it's a new game, it may not be perfectly optimized, even though it works really well already. You may want to try dropping some of your details and textures, shadow and lighting, as well as post-processing effects at the very bottom, and even coming down here to advanced and making sure yours looks something like this, where we have our display colors set to the correct setting, display adapter has the correct graphics card selected. This is incredibly important if you're on a laptop that has a built-in GPU as well as one attached to your CPU. And then CPU priority management should be automatic. Simply lowering your graphics settings can often be enough to fix issues. Then next up, we'll go ahead and close out of the game completely to continue to these next steps. So the next simple solution is to open up your graphics card software, whether that be MSI Afterburner or something like Hardware Monitor that lets you see temperatures for all of your different parts. Now, all you need to do is make sure that your graphics card and CPU are running at reasonable temperatures. Of course, reasonable will be defined by you and of course your manufacturer. Simply make sure that your CPU and graphics card or cards are running at a reasonable temperature, meaning that they shouldn't be thermal throttling or changing settings drastically while actually playing the game. Having a software like this with a maximum temperature will usually help you, as you're not going to be able to tab out while playing unless you have multiple screens and you're able to put this on a different one. And of course, if for some reason your graphics card or CPU is running a bit hot, you can simply open up overclocking software like MSI Afterburner or software that came with your CPU or GPU and simply adjust the fan speed manually. Setting this to a higher percentage means that your components should be cooling off a lot more rapidly. Something as simple as heating up too much can cause random crashing while playing. Then we have some other simple solutions that may help you. Number one, head into the Blizzard launcher, locate Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, hit the options button once you have it selected, and then simply click Scan and Repair after clicking Check for Updates. This not only makes sure that our game is up to date, but it also scans through all of our files on our PC and makes sure that everything is set up to work properly. Then another solution that I've heard is forcing the game to run in DirectX 11 mode instead of DirectX 12 mode. Again, simply heading across to the Cold War screen over here, simply click the options and then click Game Settings, locate the Cold War beta, and then click Additional Command Line Arguments. Inside of here, simply type in -D3D11 to force DirectX 11 mode. Dropping it from DirectX 12 to 11 may help your CPU or GPU catch up and keep the game running smoothly. Of course, you may notice some sort of an FPS difference. Then another solution that I've heard of is if you're running a computer that's not set to the English language by default, i.e. you press start, and you see text over here that isn't English, simply press start and type in language or whatever it is in your language. Head across to the language settings and make sure that your Windows display language is set to English, US, English UK, or anything generally English. This is especially important if you're using a Nordic language, as it may cause crashing while playing the game. Then of course, with all that aside, if you haven't already, make sure that your graphics card, CPU, motherboard, and everything else physical installed on your PC are fully up to date. To update NVIDIA graphics cards, all we have to do is open up GeForce Experience and check to see if there's an update, or we can right-click on our desktop, NVIDIA control panel, head across to Help, System Information, and then look at the version over here, 456.71. Then heading across to the link in the description down below, you'll be taken to the NVIDIA driver download page. Simply punch in your graphics card type, series, product, OS, download type, and language, then hit search. After doing that, we'll see the latest version of our graphics card driver available for our current setup, 456.71, which is exactly what I'm running here. It doesn't need an update. Of course, using GeForce Experience is going to make that a bit easier. And then finally, there are a couple of general fixes that are pretty good to try normally. Simply open up Task Manager and make sure every program you don't recognize is closed, and everything you don't necessarily need to have running is closed as well. By doing this, you make sure that no program is interfering with your game at all, meaning that it should run smoothly. And finally, the last solution that I can suggest is to simply go ahead and make sure that it isn't a general bug that other people are experiencing. Simply Googling the error code usually is enough to tell you if people are having the exact same error as you. If it's a general issue that many people are having, it may be something that the developers have to fix in order for it to work properly on your specific setup, unfortunately. And of course, the final simple solution, if you haven't already, make sure you restart your PC and check for Windows updates. But anyways, with all that aside, hopefully you'll be able to play the new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War beta and things will work properly. My name's been TechNoba here for Troubleshoot. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.